What's up? What's up, everyone? Just like to say welcome to the Couchcasters podcast. I'm Jeff. He's Mercer. We're just a couple guys sitting on a couch talking sports and talking life. Mercer, what's up, man?
Jeff, what's happening, my man? I got to ask you, though, before we even get started, I got to ask you, did you ever play pro sports?
No.
Were you ever a coach?
No.
Do you watch football and you have eyeballs?
Yes.
Do you have an opinion?
Lots.
Okay, good. We can talk sports. Okay, we qualified. I was just checking your credentials. Okay, cool.
Got him. Mercer, let me ask you a question. You ever played sports? Professional sports?
No, not at all.
You ever coached professional sports?
Not that. No. That PV team don't count. No, go ahead. No.
But you got eyeballs and opinions, right?
I got a little bit less than 20/20 vision, and I got a mouth that talk a lot of crap. Yes. I'm qualified.
Welcome to the show. That's all you need to get in the show.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
We're doing a little soft launch here tonight, man. We're going to talk about Super Bowl 56, a little Super Bowl preview. Bengals, Rams, not the Super Bowl that I picked, but it's here. I can't believe I have to say this with the Steelers helmet behind me, but the Bengals are in the Super Bowl. That's just
wow.
That doesn't even sound right. But
dude,
here we are.
Dude,
here we are.
Hollywood
What you
Joe,
think,
man?
What you think about 56?
Well, listen, man, I had the Rams going to the Super Bowl at the beginning of the season. I feel like they kind of bought the Super Bowl, when they added Von Miller, OBJ. I just knew that kind of was the icing on the cake. I thought Stafford was the quarterback to put him over the top, but dude, nobody saw the Bengals, not even Bengals fans, saw the Bengals making it to the Super Bowl. Heck no, against the Chiefs. So this year,
the Chiefs are up 21-3. At home with Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. How you lose that game?
Dude, let me ask you this. That's a good question. Do you blame that on Mahomes or do you say the defense blew it?
I don't even know. I would like to say that the defense blew it or that Mahomes melted down, which Mahomes buckled, man. His QBR for the second half was like 1.8. And in the first half, it was like 97 or something crazy like that. Right. But honestly, man, it kills me to say this, man. The Bengals I think the way the first half ended for the Chiefs, I think the Bengals knew they had them. I think when the Chiefs got down there and blew that opportunity, I think the Bengals knew, all right, we got them.
Dude, the momentum was crazy. But the Chiefs were at home. They were up big at halftime. They were the experienced team. And
crazy. Crowd was nuts.
It was silent though. Fourth quarter, overtime was so crazy. I remember the most memorable thing about overtime was Tony Romo saying when the Chiefs won the coin toss, the fans went nuts. Tony was like, "Why are they celebrating? You still have to score." And I was like, "Oh,
yeah." And he was dead right.
Dead right, bro.
He was dead right.
Yeah, man.
And it didn't. But to the Bengals' credit, man. And Burrow, dude, that guy's the truth, man. I mean, he's been sticking it in our ass since he was at LSU in 2019. He ruined the season, man. He ruined the Tua legacy because Tua got bounced out the next week. His career was over. Yeah. He was playing on one leg that night, but Burrow ruined the Tua legacy that night. So, and now here he is in my division because I'm a huge Steeler fan, obviously. So now he's in my division in the pros again. So now I got to deal with him and Jamar for the next 10 years.
Ooh,
but Joey B, man, Burrow's the truth, dude. Like he just doesn't look like anything phases the dude. Like I don't know. He escaped from about 6 sacks, it felt like, and just made the throws, man, and nothing phased him. And
he's a winner.
Jamar, a freak,
dude. You know what's funny? I remember social media calling Jamar Chase a bust in preseason because you remember he had the drops.
Yeah,
he was so busy trying to turn upfield, he wasn't catching the ball. So they were like, "Oh,
playing possum."
Man. Yeah, all of a sudden,
possum.
He's
1,500 yards later. I'm like, man, what the?
Yeah, he said he was rusty. He shook
it
off.
He didn't play last year. How do you take a year off, come in the NFL, and have 1,500 yards receiving?
Yes,
that's not right. You can't do that.
Exactly. Well, let me ask you this though: Who's the best young receiver in the NFL? Do you think it's Jamar Chase, or do you think it's Justin Jefferson, or one of these other, or CeeDee Lamb, or one of these other guys? Claypool,
bro. There are so many good. No, not Claypool. Don't worry about Claypool. See, you have to catch the ball in order to be considered a good receiver.
That's not Claypool's fault. Is it Ben's
That's
fault?
not Claypool's strength.
Hey, look, he had a good last season's rookie year. He was good.
He had a good year last year. Now, granted, he had a quarterback that couldn't throw 5 yards this year.
Right.
So that was probably a big problem. So the jury's still out on him.
Okay.
But there are so many good young receivers. Like Jamar is the standard bearer now. Justin Jefferson was. I think he and Jamar are like the two standard bearers now for young receivers.
I agree with that.
Judy had a good year last year. Smitty had a good year this year. Waddle had a good year, but he averaged like 8 yards a catch. Like, man, that's Jalen Waddle, dude. Dude averaged 20 yards a catch at Bama, averaged 8 at Miami. So there's they got to get off the quick screens in Miami.
Yeah,
but Jamar and Justin Jefferson, man. I mean, and Joe Burrow. I mean, that 19 LSU squad was stacked.
So I'm glad you said that, and this brings me to another question. You and I were talking on the side. So best college quarterback of all time, that was trending on Twitter. I saw somebody put that on Twitter. And, you know, Joe Burrow was up there. Cam Newton was up there. Tim Tebow, you know, RG3 and several other guys. But would you say that, you know, Joe Burrow was the best college quarterback of all time, given how stacked this team was? Or
that's hard to say because that team was so stacked, man. I mean, that team was stacked.
All pro team.
But you know, it comes in the NFL. Now the Bengals aren't stacked. They got some good players, but they're not stacked. So it's hard to say, man. It's hard to argue with Burrow, dude. I mean, the dude took the Bengals to the Super Bowl in the second year.
Woo, that's spicy though. That's a good point.
That's spicy. And his last year in college was ridiculous. I mean, the dude in the playoffs, like. They played Oklahoma in that playoff game. You remember? It was like 42 to nothing at halftime. He had like 6 touchdowns in the first half. I was like,
turn it, click.
Don't worry about the Sooners. I know, poor Jalen, man. He had to go out like that. I was like, there wasn't nobody beating that squad that year, although I will maintain that a healthy Tua, we win that game.
I thought so, too.
Tua had one leg on that game and threw for 440 and 4 tubs on one leg in that game and dropped the ball going in the goal line, but whatever. That's a whole nother podcast.
I agree with that.
But
that was a good game, though.
I'm going Bengals are going to upset the Rams, I think. I don't trust Stafford in a game like this. Not yet. I don't think the Bengals coach is that good, but Burrow, dude, is just – I mean, the guy's got ice in his veins, dude. Nothing phases the guy. And I think they're going to go in there, and I think they're going to win. And I'm going to have to sit here for a flipping year and hear about the – flipping Bengals being a Super Bowl champion. I'm prepping myself for that.
That is a very bold take. I almost want to tell you to put the drink down. Bro, there's no way.
I had it with the Niners, dude, and homeboy dropped the interception, but I had that game picked. They had that game won. If that dude intercepts that ball, it hit him in the chest.
Bruh. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, bruh.
So I was wrong, but I almost was there. I was this close.
Almost don't get it. Almost get you sitting
home. For Jack squat.
Dude, listen, I got the Rams. I had the Rams all the way. I think
you did.
I think Aaron Donald knows that a Super Bowl is all that he needs left to cement his legacy and put him up there with the Reggie Whites, you know, the prime JJ Watts, you know, Lawrence Taylor's and those guys, even though he, of course, is a different position than Lawrence Taylor. But I think these guys, Stafford too, I think these guys are too close and too seasoned. Despite what Joe Burrow and the Bengals have been able to do, I think it's been a magical season. But I think the inexperience, you know, stops here. And plus, they're doing too much trash talk. They look tired. They're doing the press conferences today. They look worn out. So I think they're partying a little bit. And the Rams look like they're about business. So I got the Rams. And honestly, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to be that close.
I mean, I think it's 7.5 is the spread. I think Rams by 7, isn't it? 7.5, isn't that the spread?
If that's the spread, give me the over. Give me the over if that's the spread. I think.
I mean, I could see the Rams waxing them.
I think they're gonna wax them. Yeah, I think they're gonna wax them.
But on the flip side, I could see it close, and I could see Burrow making that throw, making one throw, to put him in position to win a game. I've seen him do it.
Let me tell you something. If Burrow and those Bengals in his second year, and they win the Super Bowl,
think about it,
bro. Do you put him over Patrick Mahomes as the new hotness? In his second year, they both have one.
No, not yet. That would be a little prisoner of the moment. But
second year though, coming off a knee injury.
Come off a knee injury. I mean, it's hard to deny him. It's hard to deny him in that throne, especially if he wins the chip. If he wins the chip, man, I mean, anything you say to me, you can say, I'm sorry, couldn't hear you. Got this bling right here. You know, if they win the Super Bowl, Burrow will be the only quarterback to ever win a Heisman, a national championship, and a Super Bowl.
Yes.
That's never been done. And
right.
This kid from Ohio is on the doorsteps of doing it.
Yeah,
but
man.
Aaron Donald, a freak, man. Like the Bengals. I mean, the Titans sacked him 9 times.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I don't know, man. I got to give it to I don't know. I give the nod to the Rams. You got the Bengals. We'll see who's right. But I want to kind of swag back for a second, bro. Did you see that awful Pro Bowl game this past weekend? What do you think about the Pro Bowl, bro?
I saw highlights. I didn't watch any of it. I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in, since Barry Sanders was playing. That was the last time I watched the Pro Bowl.
Damn. Okay, yeah, that's a long time.
I've seen bits and pieces of a few here and there. I did see where Sean Taylor lit up the punter that year.
Yeah.
The Bills punter that year. I did see that happen live, but all the clips I saw, it was 2-hand touch, wasn't it?
Bro, it was worse than 2-hand touch. It was 2-hand hug. Come here. Come here.
No, it won't even
bring it in. You hear me?
Bring it in for the real thing. Bring it in for the real thing.
I saw one dude kiss a dude. They called a flag. I was like, yo, you gotta relax. You gotta relax.
Look, I knew when I flipped over there and I saw Mac Jones running like a 50-yard touchdown, I knew that something must be off. And he started doing the gritty in the end zone, man. I was like, Mac 10, dude. You got to
I might be the only black person that can't do the gritty. I'm like, square dance. But no, man, dude. At what point? Listen, I'm almost at the point, like, bro, just make it. You remember they had that flag football league that NFL Network was playing that one year?
Yes.
Do that.
Yes.
Just do that.
Just do that.
Do the flag football. And
that
just
was
make
a joke.
It was awful. Well, the flag football league, I liked it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because that's what it was. Like you knew going in.
Right.
You get a flag football. This is NFL players playing a Pro Bowl, playing 2-hand touch.
It's bad. No.
I'm like, they should have just put them in flags and let them play flag football. That would have been better than 2-hand touch. If you're going to do that,
I agree with that.
Put them in. Just give them flags and play a flag football game as the Pro Bowl. Or
I think they should do that.
A Pro Bowl. You can just say, hey, you and All Pro this year. Congrats. Here's your bonus. Go enjoy your time off.
Dude, right. Let them go to Hawaii, play a Hawaiian flag football game in the sand. Yeah. They used to do this. Somebody get hurt. They tore a knee up in the sand when they used to do the sand thing. I think somebody got injured. That's why they stopped.
Yeah, well, that old Georgia running back, Robert Edwards, he played for the Pats. They were at the Pro Bowl playing beach volleyball, and he blew his knee out. Was never the same. Like it totally ruined his career. So
I'd have sued everybody. NFL commissioner.
I don't even care. If you were walking on the beach, I'm suing you.
I'm suing
you. Walk past the beach volleyball court when I blew my leg out. I'm suing you. I'm suing your family.
I'm suing jellyfish.
Suing everybody.
I'm suing
everybody that was in there. Everybody was in that 1 mile block. I'm suing everybody.
I'm suing the dirt. Everybody.
I'm suing that sand. I'm suing that asshole that went out there and dumped the sand on the volleyball court or set up the volleyball court in that location. I'm suing that guy.
The guy do it.
I'm suing the manufacturer of the volleyball net. I'm suing everybody.
I'm suing God for putting me in. So I just
somebody gonna settle. Somebody will settle out of court. I'm just suing everybody.
Paying me. Nah, man. But dude, I watched some of that, man. That had to be some of the worst. I've seen Instagram posts, people just playing. The crate challenge was more exciting than watching that. I was like, damn. It was just no intrigue.
The skills competition is better TV than that Pro Bowl. Like
that was really good.
Do that. Just bring them all in and do a skills competition like that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Catching and running backs running 40s or running cone drills or something.
I agree with that.
Just do something. But I mean, you know it ain't real if Micah Parsons beats Tyreek Hill in a race.
It looked like he pulled a hammy though, bro. He pulled up a little bit. I was like, did he blow his hamstring?
Tyreek did.
He like when you rewatch it, when you see him, he wasn't trying, but it looked like he pulled up a little bit, like he cramped, like he blew a hammy. He's like, nah, I ain't gonna hurt myself. I ain't doing that.
That wasn't the guy I saw give the peace sign to a dude 5 yards ahead of him in that game. That was not the same guy running.
Although, hey, game speed and 40 speed are different. It's different. So
all I know 40. Is the dude was 5 yards ahead of him, and he gave him the peace sign. He said, "I'm finna dust you, brother," and he right past him.
Why we?
I mean, You can't. That's not fair. You can't be that fast.
Well, look, I used to be that fast. Then my daddy slapped me and woke me up. And no, but I think one thing about the skills challenge that impressed me though, bro, what's Russell Wilson still has some game. My man was out there dialing in the passing competition. So I want to see him on your squad. Your squad.
I would love that. Pittsburgh ain't going to give up what they need to give up to get Russell, but that would be a good fit. But they would have to give up 3 first-rounders, maybe some other ones, maybe a player, maybe Minka. I mean, they'd have to do. If this was Deshaun, I would say do whatever to get Deshaun because he's 25. Yeah. I would say give them whatever they want to get this guy in for the next 10 years to be your quarterback. But, But Russell, I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't know what Seattle asked him for, but I don't know that Pittsburgh will give up that much.
What about Kyler Murray? You saw the report that he took off the Cardinal stuff off his Instagram and things like that. Would you trade for Kyler Murray?
I don't know. He hasn't lasted a season yet. He's finished every year injured. Now he's been playing, but he's been playing hurt,
banged up. Yeah.
And you see how the Cardinal season went.
Right. Yeah.
When D-Hop went down, and then Kyler got dinged, and he was playing about 70%.
Right.
I mean, their season completely tanked. I mean, they were 7-0 at one point when everybody was healthy.
They were.
But I think when D-Hop got injured, that was a wrap.
Well, let's be honest though. I kind of saw that coming. I knew J.J. Watt wasn't going to last the season. D-Hop hadn't been D-Hop in 2-3 years, so
Agreed.
So they had an aging team. They were trying to kind of Rams it, like go all in. And man, I don't know, but I will say this: they still had enough to beat the Cowboys, and that's ridiculous. So, we ain't got to talk about it. They had like everybody missing. So,
you Cowboys, man.
Yeah, we got to talk about it. Yeah, we worried about the draft.
We talking about the Super Bowl, right? Now you saw B-Rad sent me something he wanted me to share with you.
Okay.
I know you've seen this. Let me find it. It's pretty funny. It says, "Did you see the statement from the commissioner?"
No, what happened?
Regarding the Super Bowl location?
No, what'd he say?
It says the NFL, its teams and players are deeply worried. This isn't real, by the way. Deeply worried regarding the unprecedented situation that has unfolded as a result of last week's NFC Championship game between the Rams and the Niners. For the second straight year, there will be a team with an unfair home field advantage in the Super Bowl. As an organization, we have tried to avoid this very situation by utilizing neutral sites, but having it occur 2 years in a row is a cause for change. To guarantee this will never happen again, the league has come to a unanimous decision to move every Super Bowl to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. That was from B-Rad.
Tell B-Rad, unfortunately, what he said is very true.
That's why I say you can't argue, right? How do you argue? You can't argue.
Hey, look,
You're just piling on, man. That's a cheap shot on the Cowboys, man.
It should be a cheap. No, we deserve it. No. I don't deserve it. I'm a fan. I'm paying harder money for losers. Jerry Jones deserves it. I got more Cowboys cups and mugs, dude. But the only thing we have to look for every offseason now, I got excited because Errol Spence has a boxing fight on April 16th in AT&T Stadium. That's like our Super Bowl, watching boxing.
That'd be the most excitement there in a while, right?
Having him beat up on tomato cans. He's like, yo, let's do it.
Well, yeah. So back to the Super Bowl, though. My next question to you is, I don't think LA is a huge Rams town. They're more Lakers, Dodgers.
Correct.
So my question is it really a home field advantage for the Rams? I mean,
actually, I'll say this.
I'd say there'd be about 20,000 Rams fans there, probably about 20,000 Bengals fans, and all the rest will be corporate.
Of course.
All the rest of the seats will be corporate because
of course
they're pricing you and me right out of the game.
Bruh. $6,000 for a ticket, bruh. For real. Like,
no, thank you.
Come on, man. I think the Bengals fans are going to travel, man. I really think they're going to travel out. I think that's why the ticket price is going up because if you're a LA native, there's so much going on. You don't care. But you're going to support the team.
I don't think they're really a Rams town.
Not yet. Look, if they got to win a couple.
They win the chip.
Right.
Maybe different.
They're show me first type of sound. They like show me. Yeah. I'll get behind you, but
then I'll get behind it.
Yeah, I think. Like I said, I think this year they're gonna bring it home. Because God knows the Lakers not gonna do it. Not with Russell Westbrook shooting them out the game. No disrespect
Don't
to
worry
him.
about the Lakers. Don't worry about them.
Brian going out bad, bro. That's my man. But anyway, I'm with you. I think the corporate guys running the price up big time because they know those Bengals fans are going to travel, and they should though. I mean, Cincinnati, bro. Come on.
Never.
So yeah, come on, man.
You know, Marvin Lewis was like 0-7 in the playoffs. That whole tenure he was there, he lost in the first game. Every time he made the playoffs, he lost in the first game.
Right.
Like the Bengals have had, and then they lost those 2 Super Bowls to Joe Montana, you know, in the 80s.
Yeah.
So they like this is who knows whenever they might. Although Burrow, Chase for the next 10 years they're going to be in the mix.
Dude, yeah.
If this coach is half decent, the Bengals are going to be around, you know, barring injury, for a good decade.
So you don't like the Bengals coach? You're not sold on the guy?
I don't know, man. I mean, they were trash last year, and they got Jamar because Joe Burrow told them draft Jamar Chase.
True.
And don't come talk to me again until you do.
Right.
And they did, and he knew what he was talking about. And voila. So the Bengals coach to me kind of feels like he's in that Orgeron mode where if you stack a team, he can do that. But they're only 10-7. I mean, I agree. I mean, they slaughtered the Steelers twice, but I mean, you know, they didn't go like 15-2 or 14-3. They went 10-7. They were 3 games above 500.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, they just got hot and they beat the Raiders in turmoil. They beat the Titans, who have Tannehill.
Right.
I've said. But then they went into Kansas City and they beat the Chiefs. Now that was legit. They were down, 21-3, and they beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. That was a legit win.
You got to give a coach some credit. McCarthy can't do that.
All legit wins. All playoff wins are legit wins. I'm not trying to say it wasn't a legit win. But,
I dig it.
You know,
right.
I'll give you more credit for beating Kansas City in Kansas City than going into Nashville and beating Ryan Tannehill and the Titans.
That's a good point. Yeah, you going to Arrowhead doing that. That's tough.
You know, the Titans should have signed Brady 2 years ago instead of giving Tannehill $100 million.
Man,
but when Brady was like, "Hey, anybody want me?"
Everybody like, nope.
I mean, Vrabel said, "No, we're gonna give Tannehill $100 million." Brady said, "That's cool. I'm just gonna win me a chip. No worries."
Even Tannehill was like, "You sure?" Like, I want the money.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did you say you're gonna pay me and not him?
Are you drunk?
Me?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I was a receiver in college, but okay. You want to give me $100 million? That's cool.
Remember, I played for the Dolphins. I was a Dolphins quarterback.
I wasn't good enough for the Dolphins. You know, look at that franchise. They said you ain't good enough to play here, son.
Hey, he wanted me a fantasy league 2 years ago. I won the fantasy league with Tannehill. Yeah, my man was cooking. I gotta give him respect.
He should thank Derrick Henry for $100 million.
I thank him too for the little bit I got.
Like, yo, King Henry, thank you for the $100 million because I ain't getting it. If I got to throw 40 times a game, obviously they're not going to give me $100 million. But if I got to throw 20, there's a difference.
Right. You know what's crazy? This is a random kind of sidebar on that. But you know what's funny? They got worse without Jonnu Smith, and Jonnu Smith went to the Patriots and disappeared. So I'm like,
he didn't even play. Jonnu Smith, I don't even know what happened to that dude.
He got paid and quit. I'm like, bro, it was a contract.
I didn't even see him on the squad.
He was. Well, it was between him and what's my man's name? Was it Hunter Henry?
Henry,
other wide receiver. Yeah, he got.
Right
I'm like, damn, but they paid Jonnu Smith more. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm like, fam. So
yeah, Tennessee could have used him.
When they're like, what's my man name that Peyton made look good on the Broncos, the tight end? They had that Pro Bowl year under Peyton when he won the what's my man's name? You know who I'm talking about. Didn't he go to like Jacksonville and faded out?
God, I can't even think of his name.
I drew a blank, but you know same thing.
Yeah, I could see him.
Yeah.
Well, everybody went to Pro Bowl when Peyton was there. That was,
bruh. Yeah.
Although he did cost you the fantasy championship that year when he tanked out in that last game of the year. Yeah, that was the only time I've ever won fantasy. Only time I've ever won fantasy. I got slaughtered in the championship game this year. I made it to the championship game this year and got slaughtered.
At least you made it. At least that means you're a good GM. You can, dude. Me and you could be GMs. We should do this.
Co-team.
Yeah. Don't the Steelers need one?
Yeah, they're interviewing Louis Riddick.
I like Louis.
Monday Night Football guy.
I like him
they're
on TV.
Interviewing him for the GM. He's good on TV now.
Just like Mike Mayock. That's the only reason I'm nervous. Because Mike Mayock, but see, Louis got experience though. Mike didn't have no experience, so I got to give Louis a little credit with that. But that's gonna be interesting. But
he did give Antonio Brown $30 million for what? 4 practices?
5 practices.
I don't think. I don't even know how long he stayed with the Raiders, man. A few practices, and then he lost his mind, and they said, "Beat it." Remember, because he didn't want to change his helmet, and he refused to change his helmet. And the NFL's like, "Let me tell you something, bro. If you're gonna play, you're gonna change your helmet."
He's like, nah.
That's all I'm saying. He's like, "I'm not changing my helmet." And they said, "Well, you ain't playing." Simple as that.
Like, am I getting paid though?
Oh yeah, because the Raiders guaranteed it. He said, "Well, I don't care."
Would you? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. And
you still got to guarantee me $30 million. I'm gonna moonwalk my ass right down to the store and give me
bruh. Let me go with my man TB12. Let me get this chip. Deuces on the field with my shirt off.
Yeah, sure did. He got that one chip, and next year he's like, "I don't care no more." Bruh. Toss it.
So wait. AB is a Hall of Famer in your mind? Yes or no? AB Hall of Fame.
Yes.
I agree with that.
For his on the field stuff.
Correct. Well, right. You know, this is
off the field. You know, ever since that Burfict hit, he lost his mind. But if you look at the numbers, you can't argue with his level of production, which says more. We're veering off the Super Bowl here, but you know, the fact that Tomlin didn't sniff a Super Bowl with Ben, Le'Veon, and AB in their primes for 4 or 5 years.
I mean,
look, that's. Now they got Brady a couple times, but they didn't need to lose to the Jags.
Was that Blake Bortles? The Bortles do
they lost to Blake Bortles in a playoff game.
Yeah, that's why the defense was
you should be fired on the spot. They should fire you on the spot.
But here's the thing, bro. Like I told you, you know, I'm not as hard on Tomlin as you are, but as a fan, I get why you're as hard on him as you know, I get it. But my thing is this: I'm like, hang on, bro. Next year will be the year that you see him without Ben. And so next year is going to really test his coaching chops. I'm nervous. I'm not saying he can't coach. I know the man can coach, but if you don't have a quarterback in this league, man, you're not going to make it.
Man, that's why they don't need to fool with Jimmy G or nothing like that.
Minshew, bro. The bridge guy.
They can bridge a guy, but they need, if there's any chance they can pull a trigger on Russ.
Yes.
Even Aaron Rodgers, which I think that's 0% chance of that. But if there's any chance they can pull the trigger on Russ.
Yeah.
If it's not like 3 first rounders and 3 second rounders and Minka, then
I'll agree
pull
with
the trigger. But if the asking price is that high, go get you Jimmy G or a Gardner Minshew for a year. Draft somebody or wait a year. And see what quarterbacks come out, because Bryce is going to be in the mix coming draft next year, but he'll be 1 or 2. So
I'm saying you got
Pittsburgh have to move way up.
Let me ask you this: does it make sense for Pittsburgh to kind of sell off assets, have a down year, for lack of a better word, just to try to tank for Bryce? I don't think Tomlin's going to last if they do that.
No, if they do that, they'll fire Tomlin. But that ain't Pittsburgh's. Pittsburgh don't do that, man. They don't. I mean, the fact they traded a first rounder for Minka that shocked me, because they don't normally trade draft picks unless they're moving up, like to get Devin Bush or something. But
right, I think honestly, I think Russ has to be your first target, Russell Wilson, and if that's not a go, excuse me, then you're looking at Deshaun Watson or, like I said, Kyler Murray if he's available. But dude, if you whiff on those 3 and you can't get any one of them. Even a bridge guy, I keep preaching bridge guys, but I'm like, damn, how long you gonna bridge for?
Yeah,
so
that's the thing. You can't bridge for more than a year, maybe 2 at the most.
Yeah, man. I don't know what you do, man. I really don't know what y'all are gonna do.
We should have been thinking about this, 4 years ago.
And indeed, well, you did.
The second Ben blew his elbow out, they should have started the process. They should have been like, all right, it's time to get us a quarterback. They should have started the ball then.
Why didn't you though? Was there ever any reason behind that?
Just loyalty to Ben, I guess. He was still under contract for 1 more year, so he played 2 years ago. In the playoff loss to the Browns, and then they brought him back at half price.
Yeah, but damn, But I mean, dang, most organizations still kind of playing, because my mind is, dude, if Philly's not sold on Jalen Hurts. Maybe Jalen Hurts. You can scheme him and make him better
out there.
He's a winner.
He's mobile. Yeah. Canada's offense is tailored for a mobile quarterback, which is the exact opposite of Big Ben. So, You know,
Young big
we
man
don't know
Bengals.
if the OC of Pittsburgh is that bad. I mean, if you give an offensive coordinator a quarterback that can't throw 10 yards, you're really cutting out 75% of your playbook.
Indeed.
So we don't know what we got with the guy.
Right.
So,
Especially if you
anyway.
don't have an offensive line. So,
God,
yeah.
lot of changes.
Yeah,
A lot of
man.
changes. But
anyway, bro,
anyway.
just trying to get back to
you
it,
got
man.
Rams covering easy.
I'm taking the
So
over.
I'm going Bengals 27-24.
Ooh, 27-24 Bengals. I'm going to go Rams 34-14.
It kills me to say that. I can't believe I just said that, and it's recorded.
Yes. I got Rams 34-14, bro.
My Steelers buddies are going to disown me.
I'll say 34, maybe 34-35. I say, yeah. Let me just give 35. Let me make a clean number. 35-14 Rams.
So you think it's slaughter? You think Rams are going to run them out?
Yeah, it's going to be blown.
I could see that. If that happened, I would sit back and be like, that's totally understandable. I mean,
yeah.
you know, that's the thing. Is like that. Whatever outcome in this game, it won't shock me. Like if the Bengals pull it off, I'll be like, man, Burrow, that's what he does. And if the Rams slaughter him, like, man, the Rams just a track team on turf, brother, with Cooper Kupp and OBJ and all them. I mean, they just too much. And then Aaron Donald and Von Miller are coming off the edges. Yeah, well, Aaron Donald's not coming off the edge, but
coming up the middle, bro.
The pass rush up the middle and off the edge.
And the Bengals don't have a great offensive line, and you have to double cover him
at all. Yeah.
So, bro, you making my point. You helping me right now. Go on.
Right. All these things are pointing it, and then you're gonna look up, and Burrow's gonna have the ball with 40 seconds left, and needing to go 30 yards to get in range for a field goal, and you're gonna be like, this dude did it again.
If Burrow wins, takes them boys, and they win the Super Bowl, just check his butthole for gold in the Shamrock because the boy's magic. So
check his veins for ice, man. Check his veins, see if there ain't blood in there. You gotta see if he's even human.
A 666 on his butt crack, something.
That's it. He got Tony Stark thing in his
in
his chest.
Got the gauntlet on his hand.
Yeah,
man, legit. Nah, I think we're gonna see, bro. But yeah, that's my prediction. I think 35-14. I don't think it's close. I think those vets are gonna sniff them out. You got the Bengals. We'll see. One of us is gonna be wrong. We definitely probably both gonna be wrong on the score, but the outcome, we'll see.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong. If the Rams win, I'll be so happy. I don't give two craps about the Rams, but
me neither.
If I gotta watch the Bengals hoist the Super Bowl trophy, I might throw up. I mean, I don't know that I can stomach that.
For real? Well, division rival. I'll be impressed, man. Joe Burrow, he would have been impressed me if he does that. I know he'll make a lot of new fans. But let me ask you this. I gotta ask you this, just real quick. So Super Bowl halftime show, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Kendrick.
OG, brother.
You excited?
Snoop, and Dre. That's the OG.
Yeah.
That's the OG. That's Chronic 2001, man. That was one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Time. That's
Let me ask you,
not even debatable. And all three of them cats on that album.
So which song do they have to do? What song is a must for the halftime show? With Snoop,
Forgot about
Dre,
Dre's got to be one of them.
Forgot about Dre? Okay.
Forgot about Dre's got to be one of them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's got to be one of them. You know, they got to do like a medley of all these different songs, but they forgot about Dre's got to be in there somewhere.
Is okay. I think I want to hear, if I had to hear one song, I want to hear either Still DRE or Let Me Ride. I got to hear one of those two.
Let Me Ride is a fantastic song.
Man.
Still DRE is a fantastic song. Yeah. Man, they close my eyes and just go and pick a song off that album. Yeah, and I'm good with it. That was the greatest album of all time. I mean, that's one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yes. It's a classic, bro. It's a classic.
So Super Bowl halftime show is going to be lit
too, man.
Yeah, the halftime show is going to be lit. All right. Well, your feed is freezing up, so that was our first kind of soft launch episode. Super Bowl preview with kind of veering off on different branches here and there, kind of getting off key, whatever, off base. But that's kind of what we're going to do here. We're going to pick a subject matter. We're going to talk about a little bit, but we're going to branch off into other things and then circle back. That's just kind of how we're doing it. So if you're going to take this ride with us, buckle up and enjoy it with us, because we just here talking a little sports and sharing opinions and having a good time. So
thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, Merk. Till next time. Deuces.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.